My name's Jimmy from Wisconsin. Shout out to all my Wisco boys.
Wisco.
From Wisconsin, no college. Just came out. I did a 9-to-5 job. Freaking hated it. I did that for a couple months, and then I was like, bro, I hate this. I'm gonna blow up on TikTok.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How many views?
How many views?
Yeah.
Well, my first viral video, I did a video of me like flipping. You saw that one video?
Oh yeah, no, I've seen
where I
those.
jump in and we flip in a circle.
Yeah.
That got like 10 million views, like 3 million likes, and we're getting posted on Barstool, freaking everything, World Star, like all that stuff. We were going viral for like a month, and that kind of blew me up. And then I had a couple more, I had like 5 more viral videos, and turned it into a fitness account. So I was a fitness influencer on TikTok. And so I would be on the lives like every single night, like with my shirt off, and all the sugar mamas would be sending me like money.
You'd be a hot boy.
Yeah, so I would make like $200-300 a night from TikTok.
Oh nice.
And then Cody Thrive, shout out Cody Thrive for bringing me on. He actually that's how he found me. And he reached out to me like 2, 3 times, 4 times, so I just ignored him every single time.
Really? What would he say?
He was trying to recruit me onto Vivint. I didn't even know what it was. He was just trying to get me to come work for him. He's like, bro, he's like, come out, work for me and work for my sales team. Like, you're a stud. Like, I want you to come on my team. And I just ignored him because I was just doing my TikTok stuff. But then he was on a live stream. I was like, who is this guy Cody? I just wanted to see like who he was.
You're just curious?
I was just curious. So I hop on his live, and he was talking about like all the money they make, like how they live, the lifestyle, like the competitiveness, the sport. It's like a sports team. So it was like bringing me in. It was like making me more interested. So I slid in his DMs. I started asking him about it,
right?
Like how it works. And ever since that, I hopped on an interview with T. Woody, and Cody, and then I hopped on. Got on the team, and then I had no preseason experience. I didn't do like the preseason blitzes. And I just went straight into the summer, cold turkey.
Cold turkey, yeah.
Cold turkey.
So for those that don't know, what is preseason exactly?
Preseason. So we mainly do this job in the summer. We work 4 months in the summer, but preseason is where you can still work, but it's not like structured like the summer. We do like work blitzes. There's 1 blitz out of every single month until the summer starts. I didn't go to any of those blitzes at all. So I had no sales preseason experience. I just started the summer cold turkey.
Did you realize it was or like how late did you realize that it was door to door?
I didn't even know what it was. I was just like, you know what, I'm with it. I knew it was sales, but I came in there, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever it is. I'm with it. And the first day when I got there, they're like, we're gonna go knock on people's doors. I was like, okay.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right.
And then I was shadowing Trent T. Woody my first day, and I remember we were in this neighborhood, and he showed me the first deal. They had ADT. They called in the ADT, we figured out their contract, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, this is cool, I like this.
Right.
Yeah, it was really just, it's like so much freedom. It's just knocking on, there's a lot of rejection, but it's just a numbers game at the end of the day.
So for people that aren't into door-to-door sales, like what do you think's the biggest misconception? Like people are scared about it. Because for me,
a lot of people don't know what it is. A lot of people would never expect to do door-to-door sales.
Yeah, no, for me, like growing up, it was kind of funny because growing up, I would always be in the living room, and every single time, because we had a glass door, every single time there was a door-to-door guy, we would just start laughing at them and just run upstairs and just like make faces at them. And
Now you're
now
that guy.
now I'm
you're that
here. Now I'm here, and I'd always think that they're like low key bums, you know. But
Yeah.
it's such a great space to be in. But that comes with any. I feel like that comes with any industry. If you're gonna be good at it, you're gonna make great money,
Right.
and that comes with door-to-door sales. That comes with any job. But what do you think's what? How do I frame this? What do you think is like something that a lot of people are afraid of doing door to door? Like, why don't a lot of people do it?
Because it's a hard thing. It's like, it's very, I would say, it's a hard thing. People would be scared to go knock on someone's door. People would be nervous, you know? Like, at first, for me, I was the same way. I was like, okay, I'm going to go knock on this random person's door, and I'm going to try to sell them a $4,000, system.
Right, in a matter of like, what, 30, 45 minutes?
30, 45 minutes. And at first, that was my issue. I had the fear of the door for like the first 2 months. I had the fear of the door. And then I'm seeing all these guys slinging accounts. I'm like, bro, I need to stop being a little,
Yeah.
Like, I need to just nut up.
Can't be a coward.
So one day I was like, I'm only going to talk to this person once out of my whole entire life. I'm never going to see them again. I might as well say whatever I have to say to make $600, $700. That door is going to make me $700.
Right.
So I'm going to say whatever I have to say.
Okay.
So once I realized that and I put that in my head, everything changed.
Yeah. So speaking of
everything changed.
So speaking of money, then I feel like everybody wants to know, how long have you been in Vivint, and how much money have you made?
So this is I just finished up my second summer.
Okay.
My rookie year, I just figured out selling, and I got good at it. Second year, I started to recruit and build my team. So I came out with the summer. I came out with a couple guys.
Right.
And then myself, I did over 100 accounts.
Hell yeah.
So in Smart Home, I made roughly $78,000. And then solar, I had 17 solar closes. I had about 11 installed right now. So that's like, I made another like 15 to 20K in solar. And then I made $5,000 from like my team. So a little $5,000 bonus.
Ooh, that's fire.
And then I also won a car incentive from Vivint too.
Ooh, okay.
So
Tell me more about that, actually.
It's super cool. So I just get a random $600 direct deposit to my bank account each month, and it pays for like my new car payment.
Damn.
Yeah, it's super nice. But all that translated together, I would say just right over 100K, like $110,000 I made this year.
In what, 4 or 5 months?
4 or 5 months. I mean, I had a couple preseasons. I had 20 preseason deals, and then I cranked out 80 plus in the summer. So I made all my money in the summer.
Damn. And how old are you again?
21. I just turned 21.
It's pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah, I love it too. It's like it's not a job. It's just like once you get good at it and you just go knock on doors and you sell people, it's a competition.
Right.
You know? It's literally a sports team. We're all competitive. What pushes me the most is having, deals, bets with people.
Right.
Just being at the top of the leaderboards. Like I'm trying to be at the top, and I was one of those top guys this summer. So
hell yeah,
it was fun.
So when it comes to money, is that what keeps you in this job, or what keeps you in here? Honestly, a lot of people don't want to be, knocking on doors and everything too. But the money's great, right? If you're doing really good.
At first, my big why, I guess you can say, is I just had a whole bunch of doubters. So I love proving people wrong, and a lot of people thought I wasn't gonna do that or do good for myself.
Right.
And now I make more than them with their yearly salary I make in 4 months.
Right.
And yeah, that was my big why. I just had a lot of doubters at first. Now, honestly, like I already made the money. I have all the money. I don't do it for the money, because if you're doing it for the money, you won't do good at this job.
Right.
Because you will eventually will have money and get satisfied. You're going to have the cars, you're going to have all the cool stuff, the clothes, and
right. All the tangible things,
all the
physical
materialistic
things.
stuff. You're going to get it.
Mm.
Now, I do it because I love what I do. I love the people I'm surrounded at Vivint. I love, all the stuff I'm able to learn from everyone.
Right.
And all the connections I'm able to build. I'm just blessed to be around everyone.
Mm.
Sports team, family. So now it's really just like competitive to me.
Mm.
I wouldn't say I don't have any whys or anything. I just love what I do, and what pushes me is all the competitiveness, like the incentives they do for us. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hit that. They just have small goals, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna hit that. I have bets against people like, hey, bro, if I get more EFP than you this week, you owe me $500. Make a little deal like that. That's what pushes me.
Right.
And then just all the competitions they do, like the cup. It's a whole bunch of competitions. That's what really pushes me. Cause
right.
I like
not just the job itself, not the money. Because I've always wondered a little bit, like, we get so passionate about what we do, even though it's door-to-door sales. But do people only think that we're just like super passionate just about knocking doors, right? Mm-hmm. It's more than just that. It's a lifestyle that we create.
Yeah, it's literally a lifestyle.
Yeah, and I'm very thankful for that too. Because for me, I've grown so much, like emotionally, financially, mentally, physically, spiritually. I never thought that I would be able to get that just by simply knocking on a door.
You learn so much.
Yeah.
You learn so much. You run into so much situations, and it changes you to a completely different person. If you come into the summer, like wanting to get better, wanting to be the best version of yourself, if you do one full summer of Vivint, you're going to be a completely different changed person. It's going to be for the better.
Yeah, 100%.
And you only get better and better each year.
Yeah, because like I said, I never expected it, because for me, I go to college, right?
Right.
And there's a lot of people that I know that are just going to college just to get a good career and everything. But one thing that I haven't really grasped in that route is, like, how else can you grow? Just like get a degree, work at a good job, right? But how are you going to connect? How are you going to learn? How are you going to get better and better? Because for me, knocking on doors, it's made me read books for once, and I love that.
I'm still struggling on that part.
Yeah, we'll get you there soon. We'll get you there soon. And also having connections too. Like, we're 21, 22, 23 years old. Right. And in my social circle that's not in this job, I don't know anyone else that knows people that are making like $500,000 a month.
Yes.
Right? Or $500,000 a summer, or people that are worth millions that are doing so much more. Like, I never would have thought that I'd be friends with people that are in, like, let's say anything, that are in like their 30s.
Vivint is the hack.
Yeah.
This is the hack of success at such a young age.
That's
what I think.
You
can't find nowhere anywhere like this. Like, the money we make, the people we're surrounded with, the knowledge they give us, the mentors. Like, our circle is just all 6-figure, 7-figure earners, and we get that for free. Yeah. And we get to learn, and we get to hang around them and become them.
Yeah, and you get to pick their brain. Yeah. Like, the saying, who you surround yourself with
is who you become.
Exactly.
And you can't find this nowhere else. Yeah. Vivint is the best.
So for you, going throughout your journey with Vivint, how has that changed your social circle, or how has that changed your life?
So there is a path. If you want to get better, there's going to be people that's going to slowly fade away out your life.
All right.
And all my old friends back home, like, I've grown to a completely different level to where, like, I don't want to be like them anymore. So now I'm around the people, like, who I wanted to become.
Right.
So it just changed me from just cutting out the old negativity and the bumminess and just being stuck.
Being lazy, being complacent.
Being stuck in, their ways. Mm-hmm. This job is just constant growth. Everyone wants to get better.
And if that's what I want to be around. Yeah, and if you're not in line with that, you just get left behind.
Right. So I'm just going in a straight path, and then there's going to be, blocks or stuff holding me back, and I just get straight past that and go through it.
Yeah, no, for me, my social circle has just like dwindled so much now.
Right.
It's crazy because going into college, I joined a fraternity, right? And every single night we would be partying every weekend,
I'm so happy.
Yeah, having
done with
fun,
that.
Partying girls, getting drunk, not focusing on classes. But ever since I found this job, like I never want to be around that as much.
It just gets old.
Yeah, and
everyone does it.
Yeah, I can't relate. Like it's hard for me to relate to them. They're talking about like, oh, who's dating who now, or what are you gonna dress up to this party? What are you gonna bring and everything? But it's like it's every weekend, and
it gets to a point where it's just like
it's repetitive.
This is not benefiting me.
Yeah, like
what is this doing? It's just holding me back.
Yeah, like for me, because I was a victim of that too. Like there'd be so many obligations that we have to fulfill in life. Because there were times whenever I was in college, and whenever I would be, like smoking and high, like I'd get bombarded with like, oh shit, like I don't have money. Like how am I gonna figure this out? Like there's a before I even found out about Vivint, I signed an apartment lease and I smoked, and I was in my dorm and I was by myself, right? And I started getting so anxious, and I even texted my family about this because I was gonna be moving in there in the next 3 months. I had $20 in my bank account. And what's crazy too is that I would
probably spend all that.
I'd spend all of that too on like puff bars. I don't know if you remember those.
Yeah,
like the little.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and I would not even worry. But whenever that hit me, I was like, oh damn, like what am I gonna do? I don't have a job, or like I'm making only $850 in my job right now. And I texted my family. I'm like, dude, I'm freaking out. I signed this lease for 12 months. I don't have any money. What am I gonna do? And like my siblings are super supportive, and they were just telling me to just like relax, breathe, because smoked, and so I was like a little high.
Right.
And I would get in my head, but now it's just so different, which I'm so thankful for. But
all that stuff adds up. Like it's a bad habit.
Yeah.
Instead of spending that money on that stuff, now we invest it.
Yeah.
Now we invest it into stuff that makes us more money. So you're about to enter your 4th year. What's your best year of it?
Best year was actually this last year. How
many accounts did you do?
So I did right at 90. And I ended up with right at around 70 grand.
70,000.
So I did 90, and then I had 4 solar deals closed. And all of them got installed. And so that was fire.
How long did you work for? How long did it take to make that $70,000?
Just a summer.
4 months?
4 months.
Okay. Yeah. That's a lot of money in 4 months.
It's all right. Could do better. Like for me,
we can always do better.
Yeah, I've been wanting to hit 100, but like I was supposed to hit 100 2 years ago, but life happens. Yo, chill.
Don't hang around girls in the summer.
So to be quite frank with it, my first rookie year, I did 88, made right at 50.
Oh, damn.
And then that was with no solar.
That's a good rookie year.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
How old were you?
I was actually 20.
You were 20.
I was 20 years old.
So you made $70,000 as a 20-year-old?
No. I'm 23 now. I made 70 grand.
Right.
But
rookie year.
When I was 20, I made 50 grand my first summer.
Oh, okay. And
then the second summer, I was going into it, and I got in a relationship. So
that'll do it.
And then my production fell. I only sold like 63, 64. Made like 35 grand. So there was a big...
So what stopped you from hitting your goals?
Honestly, I wouldn't really blame it on the relationship. I would blame it on myself. Because for me, what I've learned, even in this job, is that it teaches you a lot more about personal development, not just in sales and life itself, but also even in relationships. Like to me, that pointed out, whenever I was in a relationship, it would point out a lot of insecurities on my end, right? And whenever I would be working, there were times where I would be wondering what my partner was doing at the time instead of me focusing on what I should be doing. Right? And that went a lot to me learning that when it comes to a relationship, I got to find out how I can fulfill myself instead of finding a person that can fulfill it for me. because that's going to cause me to lose my production. That's going to cause me to lose my focus. That's going to cause me to lose my mentality. That's going to cause me to lose my money, right? And I'm very grateful for it. Like, I had a fun time with that relationship. You know, she was a really good person and whatnot, but it was not the person that I wanted to be with.
Didn't fit you.
It didn't fit me. It didn't fit me, even though the only thing that would fit was just the fact that I thought she could fill in a void that I didn't want to fill in myself. And I feel like this job has really helped me realize that, because self-love is a big thing too, and that's one thing that I've been learning a lot, which is amazing. And I would not have learned that if it weren't for this job, if it weren't for this opportunity.
So this job basically formed you to be able to figure out situations like that.
Oh, 100%.
Control situations like that.
Yeah. Like, it's taught me how to take care of myself, make sure, like, even journaling, giving myself positive self-affirmations, and then, yeah, figuring out what I really want in my life aside from my life outlook when it comes to career, right? And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that too, because they're like, I even had an epiphany, I guess, like earlier this year, was that when it comes to life, God can put you in two routes, which is you falling in love first, and then having a family, and then being complacent in life. Mm-hmm. Or you can put that to the side, become the best version of yourself, and reach the potential that God put you on this earth for. Because even coming out of that relationship, I'd feel like, what am I supposed to do now? Even though I knew what I was supposed to do. Does that make sense?
Yes. I got
right.
You.
A lot of people
felt lost.
Yeah, a lot of people feel lost getting out of relationships, and I feel like that's a big obstacle that we go through, and that's what helped show me.
So you're just thankful for Vivint.
Yeah.
Vivint.
100%. I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful for the journey that I've gone through, because even though I felt like I've already learned so much, you know, making good money, being good with my money, budgeting, and being stable, I felt like I was good here. And then hopping into a relationship, I feel like I could be good too. Right. But no, I learned so many things. And that's on me too, and I'm very thankful that I learned that. So it's taught me what to look out for too, because like the Japanese have this saying where you meet 3 loves in your life. So the first one is like the version of puppy love. It's like the first version of love that you see, like your biggest heartbreak, right? Teaches you what you think love is. And then the second one is the love that teaches you what you want, what you don't want, what you can handle, what are your non-negotiables, right? And then the third one is the love that you don't ever see coming. So I felt like I've been going through that journey, which is cool, which I'm very thankful for, but now we're just focused.
Just focused.
Yeah.
Just locked in.
Yeah, because, that relationship, it was fun. Like, I even thought she was the one at one time. Like, I even talked to Trent about it. And I was like, okay, maybe I could actually settle down with this girl. But over time, it showed me a lot of insecurities on my end, showed me a lot of insecurities on our end and her end. Right. And then, so she's out of the picture now. But I'm very happy for her. I'm very thankful. Like, no bad energy, you know.
Just a learning experience.
Just a learning experience.
Now you know what to do for the future. That's all about life. But, so, with you being in Vivint for 4 years, what advice would you give to a brand new rookie coming to do door-to-door sales? What if it can go better than you ever imagined it to be? That's the best advice I'd give. Cause if it could. Yeah. Because it can. Yeah, because it can. Like, that's the one thinking that I feel like people fall victim to, is that, like, you have to be realistic. But no, anything can be realistic. Right. Like, all you got to do is just put in the work. Because there are people that are in this industry, that are in this job, that we're surrounded with, that are doing so well. And you feel like you're doing really good on your own until you see them. Right. People and then it humbles you. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. If someone's doing it, you can do it. Yeah. You just got to do what it does to make it work. Yeah, just nut up, put your head down, do the work. You have so many guys that you're surrounded with that are doing the things that you only thought you can do. At the end of the day. Exactly. Yeah. Right? And so that's the best advice I could give to someone. Like, for me, whenever I have kids, I want them to think that anything that they can have, they will get.
They can't. Just put your head down. Just do what is possible. Like everything is within your grasp. Just put it down. Because a lot of people that come into this industry, they feel like, oh, this guy's making so much good money, I'm gonna do it too. Mm-hmm. But then they realize you got to put in a little bit of work. You know what I mean?
Just like anything, if you practice, you get better.
Yeah.
You get good.
Yeah.
But what is 3 things you would prep a rookie for?
Commit to at least 3 years in this job, right? Because there's so many guys that may or may not do good their first year, but then the power of the compound effect is just insane with this job. Because whenever you first start out, it's super difficult, but then as you keep going, as you learn the sales process, as you become more comfortable, you just get better and better and better.
Right. I think the top rep in the company, he did 30 accounts his first year.
Yeah.
And his second year, he did over 100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so your rookie year doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
You got to push through.
Yeah.
Because that second year, that's when it really clicks.
Yeah.
If it didn't click your rookie year.
Exactly. And then the second one too is that you're on nobody's timeline. You're on your own, right? Don't ever compare yourself to anyone else. Just yourself, right? Comparison's the thief of joy. It's good to be motivated by other people, but don't put yourself down just because you're not doing as good as them.
Exactly.
Right. It's a fine line that you got to manage. And it's hard to do because I sometimes fall victim to it too. But the person that I always compare myself to is who I was before. And so...
Yeah, because if you do that, that's just putting negative thoughts in your head.
Exactly.
And it's pushing you back. At the end of the day, you just got to do what's best for yourself.
Exactly. And then the third thing too, the third thing that I would advise a rookie to do is learn how to be grateful. Because that's the one thing that I've learned throughout this job is that gratuity goes such a long way. And I never realized it too, but I don't know, as I've just gotten better and as I've grown, I just learned to be more grateful for what I have. Like it's a privilege to be in this room. It's a privilege for us to be talking about this type of stuff.
Learn how to enjoy the moment.
Enjoying the moment, right? Because because things could always get worse. For example, whenever I was coming back from the Houston Blitz, I was charging in the Tesla, right? Mm-hmm. And I was in Gonzales, Texas. This dad and kid walks up to my car because they've never seen a Tesla before. And the kid, he's 13 years old, he has autism, but he was so happy to be seeing the car. And then they leave, and then they're coming back. I get out my car, I'm about to put up my charger. And I go up to the kid, I'm like, you want to hop in? And then he was just so happy. And then you could tell that this family, they came from, they're a little bit on the lower income. Yeah. But he was just so happy. I talked to his dad for a good hour.
That's
and
great.
The kid was just so happy. He brought his mom over. They were in a beat up old truck, and they were just so happy to be seeing something like this because they've never seen it as much. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of Teslas are there in Gonzales, Texas, and
the normal person would just ignore that and go on. So that's nice that she did that.
And I had them play music. I had them play music, got them to sit inside, showed them around a little bit, talked to them for literally over an hour. And driving back after that, good? I felt so good, but I also felt, damn, God's been good to me. That's it. Because things can be so much worse, but the fact that we're here in this moment is already a privilege.
So for me, grateful.
Yeah, for me, I grew up in the Philippines. I shared a bed with 4 of my other siblings. My parents were in the other room. My mom worked her butt off to get us all the way to America, right? And things could be so much worse. But here we are doing great things and we're going to do even better things too. But for me, I've never complained about anything ever since I got in this job. Yeah,
I'm super grateful for Vivint.
Yeah, even my buddies back at home before I discovered Vivint, they would talk about I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I'm like, bro, you get to be able to do these things. Yeah. Being broke is hard, but being rich is hard too. Choose your heart. No matter what in life, you're going to have a struggle. Which struggle are you going to choose? Are you going to struggle to become better, or are you going to struggle to become complacent? Just go through life.
Right.
I filtered those people out so quickly in my life after this job.
That's good.
And it's tough too, because like there are people that I thought they were gonna be friends for the long haul, but then they just show your true colors, and I'm like, I don't want that around me.
Just not on the same page.
You're just not on the same page. We're not on the same tax bracket, baby.
Yeah, dude. You gotta.
Kidding.
We gotta go.
Just kidding. But yeah, so yeah, definitely that. What if it can go better than you ever imagined it to be? Don't compare yourself to other people, and then learn the art of gratitude. Right?
That's good. That's good advice.
Life becomes just so much better too if you're just so thankful, because there is so much more to be thankful for. Like, it's hard for me to like think about stuff that I have to worry about, because it's a privilege for me to be able to worry about those things. It's a privilege for me to worry about how many people I'm going to recruit, or how much money I'm going to make this summer, how much growth I'm going to have, right? But then if you think about normal people, they'll be like, oh man, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do for my next job? Oh, what am I going to do after college? I'm like, bro, start looking.
Start looking.
You get to do that.
Yeah, man. All we got to worry about right now is I'm super grateful. Literally all we do is we can go knock whenever we want, make $700, recruit, and go to the gym.
Yeah.
Life is amazing.
Life is amazing.
I'm blessed and grateful.
It's such a high income skill that you learn. Like, even it doesn't have to be with door-to-door sales, but it's just sales in general. You know that you are capable of making your own income.
Right.
How much you want to make is on you.
There's no limit.
There is no
There's
limit.
no limit. You can make as much as you want.
Yeah. And it's all up to you.
But yeah, man, that was good. That was a good little podcast.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Wrap
it up. Hey, if you want to come work for us, if you want to be a part of a 6-7 figure earner group,
We're here, baby.
If you guys want to do that, reach out to me in the DMs. Jimmy Kolaski.
Gerard
G Money. You want to shout yourself up?
Gerard _12345, baby.